What's going on, guys? It's me, Hawks, and today we are going to be taking a look at every single weapon coming to Black Ops 7 on launch. Starting off, we have the M15 Mod 0, a well-rounded assault rifle in power, accuracy, and handling. The prestige attachment for it is the MFS 556 NATO FMJ. Subsonic 556 NATO rounds prevent firing signatures from appearing on the minimap, and it improves damage range and inflicted flinch at the expense of bullet velocity. Next up, we have the MXR-17, a full-auto assault rifle with excellent accuracy and range, offset by its slower mobility and rate of fire. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Semi-Auto Fast Mag. Converts the MXR-17 into a powerful semi-auto weapon with a unique blend of firepower and handling, faster to aim and reload with reworked recoil, and more damage fall-off. Moving on to the Peacekeeper Mark I. Exceptional mobility and handling, but high recoil and limited range. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Counterforce C1 stock. Retains the expected recoil improvements of the standard control stock with additional improvements into recoil stabilization and tac stance spread while taking a small hit to handling. Next up, we have the X9 Maverick. 3-round burst rifle, great damage and recoil control, average mobility, and slower handling. The prestige attachment for this is the 14.6 MFS Pulse Load Plus barrel. That's a lot to say, wow. A short and lightweight barrel to drastically improve all facets of handling, far more stable when in air and landing with a significant bonus to mobility, all at a moderate cost to damage range. Here we have the DS-20 Mirage, full auto assault rifle with respectable damage and an integrated underbarrel grenade launcher, offset by moderate recoil, mobility, and handling. Here we have the prestige attachment for it, which is the Mirage Tandem Launcher. Internal upgrade to the integrated launcher to fire 2 powerful explosive shells. That one doesn't seem too bad, actually. Here we have the AK-27, a full auto assault rifle with very high damage and low vertical recoil, but high horizontal recoil and slow handling. The prestige attachment for this is the Enhanced Cycle System. Eliminate all horizontal recoil while firing with an improved fire rate at the expense of muzzle velocity and vertical recoil. Moving on to SMGs, we have the Raiden 45K. Full auto submachine gun with a solid balance of CQB power, handling, and recoil. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Full Stock, an improved tactical spread stock that provides an overall movement bonus along with stronger improvement to hip fire and tactical stance spread, and improved stability when jumping and landing. Here we have the Dravik 45, full auto submachine gun with very low recoil and decent range for the class, offset by low damage, especially at longer ranges. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Agile Laser Pro. Overclocked laser provides strong bonuses to both mobility and handling, with a smaller bonus to damage range at the expense of recoil control and stabilization. Here we have the Razor 9mm, a submachine gun with an extreme rate of fire but limited range and slower handling. The prestige attachment for this is the 12-inch MFS Sidewinder barrel, an aftermarket barrel that provides a massive bullet velocity improvement with a significant improvement to all aspects of recoil at the expense of handling. That one also doesn't seem like a bad one too. Alright. Here we have the Carbon 57, a full auto submachine gun with a very high ammo count and respectable range and recoil. Below average damage for its class though. Hopefully it's not too low. The prestige attachment for this is the Renown Plus Extended Mag. Improved extended mag that increases ammo capacity and drastically improves base aiming and sprinting movement speed at the cost of damage range. Here we have the MPC-25, Submachine gun with very high damage and excellent mobility and handling, with very high recoil and limited range. The prestige attachment for this is the 8.6 MFS Stratus X barrel. That's a lot to say. Shorten barrel to drastically improve recoil and provide a far more stable firing experience. Damage and range is reduced, but an increased headshot multiplier keeps firepower competitive. So this would be very good for hardcore. Very good. Here we have the RK9 SMG. A 3-round burst SMG rewards upper body and headshots in close quarters with decent handling and mobility with below average range. The prestige attachment for this is the Iron Lung hand stop. Stackable attachment that improves fire rate through reducing burst cooldown, significantly reduces recoil when firing but removes the ability to auto burst, provides flinch resistance but loses ability to hold breath. Yeah, this one doesn't seem too great. I'm not even trying to like shit talk, it just doesn't seem good. Kind of seems like they ran out of ideas. Here we have the M10 Breacher shotgun. Pump action charge shotgun. Optionally hold trigger to improve hip and ADS spread when firing. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS XK light stock. One-of-a-kind stock that offers a strong improvement to sprinting and walking speed, also improves dive and slide to fire, and spread when diving, sliding, sprinting, and jumping. Harms damage range and charge time. Good trade-off for that. It's a good trade-off. Here we have the Echo 12 shotgun, rechambering double barrel shotgun, great range and high damage potential with back-to-back shots. Back-to-back shots. I'm so stupid. The prestige attachment for this is the Greyhound barrel, specialized extended barrel to provide a massive improvement to bullet velocity with a slight improvement to ADS spread and additional improvements to recoil control at the expense of damage range. Seems like another decent attachment, doesn't sound too bad. Next up we have the Akita shotgun. Full auto shotgun with excellent mobility and handling, balanced by high recoil and short range. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS GD7 shock stock. Provides a significant bonus to both mobility and handling at the expense of recoil control and spread. Okay. This one might actually be good. Maybe. We'll just have to see when the game comes out. Seems alright. Next up we have the Mark 78 LMG, a full auto LMG with great damage and high ammo count, limited by slower mobility and handling. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Heat Shield Belt Fed. Takes longer to overheat and improves mobility in addition to removing movement penalties when firing, improves recoil but has a significantly longer overheat penalty, improves hip spread but incurs an ADS spread penalty. Okay. I don't think a lot of people are going to run this one, just doesn't seem all that great. But once again, we'll just have to wait and see. Here we have the XM325 LMG, a full auto light machine gun with a very fast fire rate with excellent mobility and handling, offset by higher recoil and shorter range. Your prestige attachment for this is the MFS Motion Strike Laser. Fashion your LMG into a mobile turret through an improvised laser that massively reduces all hip fire spread and increases damage range, but very drastically slows your movement speed to a crawl when firing from the hip. Yeah, this one seems ass. I'm not trying to like rag on these too hard or anything, but this one just doesn't seem good. Especially in a game where like movement is kind of key. Literally slows you down to a crawl. It's just probably not going to do good. Here we have our marksman rifles, the M8A1 marksman rifle. A 4-round burst marksman rifle with an extreme rate of fire within the burst, balanced by moderate burst cooldown. Your Prestige attachment is going to be the Striker Tactical Stock. Improves hip spread and tactical stance spread with an additional improvement to handling at the expense of recoil control and flinch resistance. Here we have the Warden 308. Semi-auto marksman rifle, very high damage and average handling, limited by double action fire delay. So this is basically the Outlaw from Black Ops 4. The Prestige attachment is the Snap Trigger. Removes firing delay and improves fire rate at the expense of recoil control and damage range. This one actually seems pretty good. This is going to be very good for quick scoping. Here we have the M34 Nova line, a 2-round burst marksman rifle, exceptional damage and range but low mobility and fire rate. The prestige attachment for this is the enhanced 32 hand stop. Steady your aim for longer with increased control and mobility with an enhanced grip that unleashes your true marksman. Okay. This one actually doesn't seem too bad. Seems good for hardcore. Trying to get headshots. Excuse me. Here we have the VS Recon, or better known as the DSR-50 from Black Ops 2. Bolt action sniper rifle with a quick rechamber, moderate recoil and stability, and ability to steady while in ADS. Your prestige attachment is the R-Stop handguard. Extended hold breath duration while also improving rechamber stabilization, aiming speed, and sprint to fire speed, and flinch resistance. And then after that, we have the XR3 Ion sniper rifle, a 3-round burst sniper rifle with high power and low recoil, but slower handling and short pre-fire delay, ability to steady while in ADS. The prestige attachment is the 3x3 compensator, a unique muzzle device that provides unparalleled hipfire accuracy. This deadly muzzle device increases the weapon's charge time and harms aiming speed. Here we have the Shadow SK, a semi-auto sniper rifle with high power and stable recoil, but low fire rate. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Convergence Box Laser, steady aim laser upgrade to drastically improve sprint to fire time in addition to a stronger improvement to hipfire spread in all other states. Here we have the Jaeger 45 or the TAC 45 from Black Ops 2. Semi-auto pistol, reliable sidearm with a very fast fire rate and low recoil. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Vital Ace barrel. Enhance the potential of the Jaeger 45 with a unique barrel that can eliminate enemies with a single headshot. This improvement to raw firepower comes at the expense of its fire rate, aiming mobility, and handling, and recoil control. Next up, we have the Coda 9 or the Cap 40. A full auto pistol with high damage and rate of fire, but high recoil and shorter effective ranges. The prestige attachment for this is the Delta Cell Bulk Mag. Leaning more into submachine gun properties, this magazine offers a bonus to recoil stability and mobility in exchange for weapon swap speed, decreased damage, but significantly improves damage range. Here we have the Velix 5.7 pistol, a 3-round burst pistol with high damage and controllable recoil with a moderate effective range. The prestige attachment for this is the MFS Celeste barrel, short barrel that provides a strong improvement to movement speeds in addition to stronger improvements to in-air handling, improves jumping and landing stability, and weapon swap speed. Next up, we have the ARC M1 launcher, a charge launcher. You hold the trigger to charge an energy beam that pierces enemies and deals high damage to vehicles and score streaks. Here we have the Arrow 109 launcher, a Hybrid launcher locks onto vehicles and score streaks while also capable of accurate free fire. No prestige attachments for either of these two. Kinda disappointing. Here we have the knife melee weapon. High damage, short range, and fast attack speed. No prestige attachment. I would have thought for the knives they could have done a prestige attachment where it like increases the blade length and it gives you like you can either knife even faster with it or just have more lunge range, but guess not. Here we have the Flatline Mark II. High damage, short to moderate range, and moderate attack speed. No prestige attachment. Once again, they could have made a prestige attachment for the knife where it's like you get more lunge or faster attack speed or something. That will be all for today's video. If you liked it, drop a like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and that's about it. See ya.